What's going on, Spurs fans? Spurs Nation 87. Hey guys, it's been a while that I've done a YouTube video, but I'm back and we got so much to talk about right now. And also, I'm here on Facebook Live with everyone that's tuning in. Let me see who we got tuning in. This video is going to be, it's pretty much going to be about the Spurs signing Paul Gasol, Burton Davis, the Spurs trading Boris Diaw, a possible leaning retirement with Tim Duncan. A lot of stuff going on right now, especially with the free agency. So let's see who joined in. Uh, Shout outs to Roger Garcia, Peter Martinez, Russell James Henson, Luis Rodriguez, Raymond Flores, Robert Marquez, and also big shout out to Ezra Camacho, who is a like I've said before, did again, he's a big diehard Danny Green fan. So shout out to Israel. Also Rick Vaughn, all the way out from Portland, Oregon, one of the biggest Spurs fans in Oregon. And also from Eagle Pass, Texas, we've got Leo Hinojosa. And then from Laredo, Texas, we got Carlos and Roseanne Martinez. We got Pat Ramirez. Anne Marie Mike McGusky. I really don't know how you I can't pronounce your name, but if I pronounce it right, if I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. Mike Guski. I think that's how you see it, but if I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. Let me see who else we got. John Anthony Eagles fan Garcia. Who else we got? Yeah, Anne Marie McGusky from Del Rio. All right. So I guess we can talk a little bit now. Give me a second here. I'm sorry. Should have been more prepared. Um, well, guys, as you know, the San Antonio Spurs, the San Antonio Spurs have signed Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol is officially a Spur. Welcome to the silver and black, man. I've been wanting this dude on this team for the longest time, but you know what? Even though it's late, better late than never. I've always loved watching this dude ever since he was with the Lakers. I mean, great scorer, great rebounder. He's a good player in the post. Um, he's a good and you know what? The Spurs need rebounding. So with that pickup, not a bad pickup at all. But the thing is Paul Gasol able to keep up with some of the younger teams, with the young Warriors team. Speaking of Warriors, Punk move by Durant. Punk move by Kevin Durant. I couldn't believe it. Why is it? And I don't understand this. Why is it that this dude decided to join the Warriors when this Warriors team beat the Thunder team? And you know what? Look at the facts at this. When the Cleveland Cavaliers kept getting beat out by the Celtics, is because of Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. Those are the main guys that were keeping him out for the playoffs from the NBA championship. There was one of the main teams. And then also, like, he joined the Heat to form a team because that's what happened. He joined the team that he had confidence in to beat the Boston Celtics, and it's true. But the thing is, with the difference between him and Durant is that Durant went to a team that beat him, and he could have gone to another team to form a great team to help beat the Warriors. But no, he jumped on the bandwagon, and it's true to what Stephen A. Smith said too. That's ridiculous. But anyway, enough about that. You know what? Before I get any further, let me get to some questions real quick. This one from Israel. Ray Allen a Spur. What do you think? You know what? Ray Allen's 41 years old, or he's gonna be 41 years old. Even with him being that age, I mean, he's in real good shape. I mean, he can still score. I mean, he's not really as fast as he normally would, but the guy can still shoot. He's a 3-point sharpshooter. And you know what? If he does join the Spurs, he owes us one, big time. He owes the Spurs a ring. Especially what happened 3 years ago. That dude, Ray Allen, freaking owes us, the Spurs, a ring. And you can't argue with that. But people want you to get younger, brother. And I've said this to everyone: you don't want to get too young. You got to have some kind of experience for your team. As you get too young, you lose the experience, and then what? You're just a young team with hardly any experience at all. So you can't do that. Some people will agree, some people will disagree, but it's what the Spurs will know. The Spurs will know what to do and what's best for the organization. So that being said, next comment. Oh, I just made a shout out to Russell James Simpson, but he's from Castroville, Texas. So shout out to Russ all the way from Castroville. Ezra Camacho, who's that Burton Davis guy? He's a European dude who played overseas. I mean, he's a great. We drafted. He was part of that trade with as to how the Spurs got Kawhi Leonard and Kawhi Leonard and Corey Joseph. So that's how we got him, and he's a great scorer. He is. He's a great scorer. I mean, he's gonna make some noise this for next season. Maybe Pop will play him. Maybe Pop will give him some minutes. Maybe not. But the Spurs also signed him for a 2-year deal. So I like this guy. I mean, he'll be like another Matt Bonner, but except he'll probably get more playing time than what Matt Bonner did. Let me see. Russell has a question. Do you think that the Golden State Warriors may have too many superstars on the team? Yeah, you know what? I think with Curry, Thompson, and Durant, and yeah, but think about this: that team is all offense, no defense. They lost a lot of key players. The Warriors lost a lot of key players for like rebounding and for defense. Andrew Bogut and Festus Ezeli are gone. Harrison Barnes is gone. That's another big loss for them. Uh, that's ridiculous. So they lost a lot of rebounding. Like I said, they're going to be a scoring team, but that's all they are. They're pretty much just scoring. That's it. Hardly any defense at all. Let me see anything else. David West, a punk move as well, going to the Golden State. Yeah, that's true, Carlos. I give you that. He that was another punk move for him, going to the Warriors. But really, I think this dude was just all just hype. I think that's all he was. Because if he really lived up to the momentum, I mean, he would have done more for the Spurs in the playoffs than what he usually has done. So David West was really just all hype and just the bust for the Spurs. Let me see. Allen's still in the NBA. Well, Anne-Marie, I mean, he was out of the NBA for 2 years. He was practically in retirement. So, yeah, he really was in the NBA for 2 years. After when the Spurs beat the Heat in 5 games 2 years ago, I think he just retired for a while. So he probably might come back. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see what happens. Who else do you think the Spurs will sign? Do you think the Spurs can sign? Well, you know what? I wanna tell y'all something right now. Y'all wanna agree? Whether you agree, you disagree. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna say no, screw you or that. No, everyone has their own take about what they think. Whether it's what I say, about how I question it, whatever. Everyone has their own take. So I'm not gonna judge you. Who else do you think the Spurs can sign from Russell Hinton? Look, they can sign anyone they can. I mean, it could be Jordan Hill. I mean, it could be Chris Humphries. The possibly. Most people are considering for the Spurs to go after Russell Westbrook But you know what? Think about this for a second. Do you really want Russell Westbrook on the Spurs? I mean, think about it. Durant's gone, and there's no way in hell Russell Westbrook is going to be able to defeat the Warriors on his own. Especially because now they don't really have much of a team now because everyone's gone. Durant's gone. Ibaka's gone, which was a stupid move, dumb move. Um, the only other option that he has, even a slightest chance of even beating the Warriors, this team right here. And think about it. Yes, he has an attitude. He acts like a little girl sometimes, and he does. And I see that. But he's got that aggressiveness that the Spurs need. I mean, when it comes to him driving to the basket, he's fearless. Fearless. Some people think he's overrated. Some people don't like, but like I said, the dude's got he's got that aggressiveness that the Spurs need. You can agree, disagree all you want. I'm just giving you my take on it. So I mean, the Spurs do sign him. I think the Spurs got a little bit more better with scoring, and like I said, we need someone who can be aggressive, who's fearless, and Russell Westbrook's one of them. Like I said, I don't like his attitude, but he can fit well for the Spurs. He could. Not saying he will, but he could. Okay. How about the D West signing with? Yeah, like I said, that was a stupid move. Desperate for a ring, but like I said, he didn't live up to the hype that the Spurs were expected of. So, like I said, a bust for David West. Carlos, do you think it was a bigger punk move than David West signed with the Golden State after he told the Spurs? Hmm. It probably could have been. I think it was. That was just more of a punk move for Durant to do because it doesn't make sense how, like I said, why join a team that beat you in the playoffs? You were up 3-1. You were up 3-1. Your team was up 3-1 on the Warriors. 3-1, and y'all had it. Y'all could advance to the finals, but you know what? You blew it up. So why you blew it? You blew it. So why join the freaking Warriors, the team that beat you, that came back from a 1-3 deficit and beat you, advanced to the finals. But you know what? That team, the Warriors and the Thunder are not the only 3-1 teams. No, not the only teams that were up 3-1 on the team and then blew the lead. Last year, remember what happened with the Clippers? With the Spurs and the Clippers? The Spurs and the Clippers, I mean, the Spurs got eliminated, but the Clippers were 3-1 against the Rockets. And you know what happened? The Rockets won the next 3 freaking games and advanced to the West Finals. So the Clippers, the Clippers, the Warriors, and the Thunder are those 3 teams where they've led 3-1 against one team, whether it's in the finals or the playoffs, and blow that series lead for the team to advance or win the championship. That is freaking ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So also, let me see. When will Tim Duncan make his decision on if he's going to retire? Not sure yet. I thought he was going to make it last week, but obviously, I mean, he didn't make his decision yet. But like I said, he was leaning towards retirement. So, we'll see what happens. If he retires, hey, gotta give a lot of love and happiness to Tim Duncan. I mean, like I said, 5 championships for our team back there. 5 championships right there. So we gotta appreciate his greatness, especially what he did for the Spurs. The Spurs can only have a 15 men on the roster. More they sign, more they have to move out. Yeah, that's true. You don't wanna go over 15, especially being in a luxury cap, cap too. Westbrook pranks out Trip Dubs, but needs to take out check his ego out the door. Yeah, he does. He needs to just put his ego behind, and I think he should sign with the Spurs only because, like I said, there's no other option. If he joins any other team besides the Spurs, the dude's gonna get annihilated by the Warriors, especially by his own teammate. So, rumors that DeMarcus Cousins might go to the Cavs for Kevin Love. Any thoughts? Well, you know what? If DeMarcus Cousins does go to the Cavs and Kevin Love comes to the Kings, I think they're a little bit more. Uh oh. Okay. Sorry, a little bit of a misconnection because of the Wi-Fi. But anyway, uh, any thoughts on how the what? I don't think the Kings will really be much of a threat still, even though with DeMarcus Cousins and the Cavs, because the Cavs they're going to be advancing and advancing and advancing. So the West has not really changed much. It's still the same. I mean the East. I'm sorry, the East. The East hasn't really changed much, but the West is going to be. I mean the West is pretty much going to dominate the East without a doubt, no question. You think the Spurs is looking into any trades besides Bobo Utah? Not that I really heard or know of, but I'll let you know about that. KD out, the Westbrook with KD out of the West, and Westbrook feeling like he may leave. It makes OKC less formidable in the West. Yeah, even though Stephen A. Smith saying that they're still a contender, they're done. They're done for good. Let me see. From Rick Vaughn, Spurs gave Tim Duncan until the end of the week to make a decision. Well, we'll see what happens at the end of the week. Spurs can use some love. That's funny. I like that. Anyway, getting back to the I was supposed to do, but um, yeah, guys. I mean, with the Spurs signing Paul Gasol, that gives us a better makes us a little bit better of a rebounding team because in the playoffs with the Thunder, the Spurs got exposed so bad, especially with rebounding. So I think also that being said, with the Spurs trading Boris Diaw to the Utah Jazz, especially to clear up space for to sign Pau Gasol. I mean, I hate to see Bobo go, but you know what? This is a business. The Spurs need to do what's best for their business. In the famous words of Triple H, you gotta do what you gotta do for what's best for business. So that being said, thank you, Boris Diaw, for your time with us and help us becoming a 5-time NBA championship team. Thank you, Boris Diaw. Thank you so much, man. Also, I really don't know what else to say right now, but you know what, guys? The Spurs did what they had to do to get better. Okay, they did what they had to do to get better. No question about it. I mean, with the Spurs having to give away Diaw, I mean, it was a move. I know it was a difficult decision, but the Spurs did what they had to do to get better, especially for rebounding. But can't hate on Diaw. Like I said, he gave us the best 4 years for the Spurs. So let's just appreciate that. Let's just appreciate that he's on our team. That he was on our team, and he gave us the best. So good luck, Diaw, in Utah. And also with Duncan leaning towards retirement, it's a possibility he could retire. I don't want to see him retire, but I mean, like I said, you gotta appreciate what he did for the team, bringing home a championship, 5 championships. Let me see. From Rick, what's the story of for Bonner? I haven't really heard anything about him yet. Um, it's still undecided of what's gonna happen with him. So nothing yet on Bonner, but he does want to join the Celtics though. You see, from Robert Marquez, Anderson and Simmons are tearing it up, and it's true. It's true. With the way Anderson and Simmons have been playing, especially in the D League. I mean, the D League, ching, the Summer League. I'm sorry, the Summer League. They've been they've improved. They're improving on their game right now. And they're playing aggressively, and Anderson is pretty much looking like the Boris Diaw, like another Boris Diaw. So if he can keep up, if he can play the way he's been playing as of late, especially on the San Antonio Spurs summer league team, the Pop can give him some more minutes, and there's no way that we can just keep him warming the bench up. There's no way that they, no way, no. The Spurs need to use him. They don't just drop someone and then not use him at all. Period. Let me see from Carlos Jose Martinez comment. The only good thing is that when the Spurs play OKC, they only face Adams. Well, Ibaka's not with the Ibaka's not with the Thunder anymore. The Thunder traded him. He traded Ibaka to the Magic for Victor Olapiro. I forgot. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Opiro. I can't pronounce his name, but that's who they traded him for. So he's with Magic now. Adams would be good for the Spurs. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's a good rebounder. Like I said, he's one of the reasons why, the Thunder also beat us because he's got the height and he's a good rebounder. Oladipo, Victor Oladipo. That's his last name. Sorry. I as well. Like I said, the Spurs signed Boris. The Spurs signed Pau Gasol to a 2-year deal for 30 million. They signed Burton Davis to 2 years. Duncan is leaning towards retirement, so it's a possibility that he will. And sad to say, but Diaw's time is officially up. So now he's with the Utah Jazz. But again, thank you, Boris, for your time with the Spurs. Um, all we can look forward to is next season. What will be the next moves that the Spurs will make? We'll never know. We'll see what happens. And also, like I said, Ray Allen is considering coming out of retirement to join the Spurs or the Warriors. I think he'd be better off with the Spurs. Like I said, he's an older guy, but like I said, that dude owes us one big time. So, we'll see what happens. Oh, my buddy, hey, my good buddy Anthony's on. Hey, Anthony, what's going on, buddy? Big shout out to you, man. Well, before I end this video, let me see any more questions or comments. Let me see. Do you think they could move Danny Green for anyone? Come up small and all season. Couldn't couldn't find that consistent shooting he had from 2013, 2014. You know what? I think after after when they won the title, I don't know. I think the dude just parties too much. I think the guy parties too much because I mean, if he really cared that much about being consistent for a team, I mean, he would have showed up a lot more than what he usually does. And for Israel, hey man, I'm not talking bad about Danny Green, but it's true, man. It's true. I mean, Danny Green needs to come up big for us. next season. I mean, now he got his LASIK eye surgery. So I mean, if that was his problem, there should be no issue for this season. There should be no excuse for this coming season. Anthony Rivera goes, yes sir, go Spurs, go. He got paid after that. Yeah, and it's true. Danny Green did get paid after his championship. It's true. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it off. Um, I want to thank all my YouTube subscribers for joining in and watching. I want to send shout outs first. I want to send out shout outs to my love, the Spurs Fairy. Love you, my Spurs Fairy. And also shout outs to my Spurs fan cave brothers, Joe Garcia, Martin M Dominguez, my buddy the Spurs Phenom. Spurs Phenom, big shout out to you, bro. And my other good bro, my other good buddy, Old School McGee. Big shout out to Old School and to his wife, Miss Old School McGee, Monica, and to little Preschool McGee, Mariah. And also to the other Spurs super fans, we've got the Spurs Big Homie, the Spurs Deadpool, the Spurs Spider-Man, Sparachi, Spurs Bang. Can't forget Spurs Bang. Who? Who? I already did that. Um, the Spurs Amigo. And if anyone can get this out to the Spartans, big shout out to the Spartans. Oh, and also we can't forget the Sperado, Richard Sanchez Alvarado, and to his wife Juanita. The Spurs Hulk, can't forget the Spurs Hulk. Big shout out to the Spurs Hulk. Let me see. And can't forget our international Spurs fan cave members. Spurs Angel Shea all the way from the Philippines. Taro Kotani from Japan. Antonio Monaco from Italy. Who else are we forgetting? And Jurgen Aspers all the way from the Netherlands. And let me see. Also, can't forget from Thomas Singleton. I mean, he's also part of the Spurs fan cave, so can't forget about Thomas Singleton, also known as Thompson. And also, I can't forget my other good buddy Thomas Vega, TTSD, Tom the Spurs. Do big shout out to. Sorry, I have a little bit of an issue, but also big shout out to Thomas, my good buddy Thomas Vega, all the way from Corpus Christi. Big shout out to TTSD. Again, also big shout outs to Russell James Henson, Ezra Camacho, Javier Charles, Anne Marie Mikowski. Who else? Rick Vaughn, all the way from Portland, Oregon. Carlos and Roseanne Martinez. Who else are we forgetting? Yeah, and like I said, my good buddy Anthony Rivera. What? And I also can't forget Roseanne Trujillo. Anyone else that joined in? Oh yeah, I also can't forget Robert Marquez. Big shout out to Robert. Who else? I guess that's about it. Oh, can't forget Michael Spurs Hernandez that joined in also. Echo Gonzalez Unlimited. I guess that's how you say it. Roger Martinez, Peter Garcia, Luis Rodriguez. Raymond Flores. That's about it. I want to thank all you guys for joining in on for the live stream. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all your questions, and also, hey, and you're welcome for all the hey. I get my updates for y'all guys because hey, that's what's all about. It's about you guys. So thank y'all for joining in. And also, I want to thank also for my YouTube subscribers for joining in, and thank you so much for your support. I love you guys. I would not, my channel would be nothing without y'all, and I, as Spurs Nation, would be nothing without y'all. When y'all tune in to watch my videos, so thank you guys all so much for all your love and support. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm out. Next time, until next time, go Spurs, go.